What's the way bro ni kramaya?
We are bro from kramaya free for baby Nina or Yen said Andrew.
What's it?
Yen said Andrew.
Yen said Andrew. Share ne na.
Edin,
sir.
Edin, pa captain. Edin.
Yen said Andrew, sir.
Captain, say your junior. Eba ne say, ena ubia. Sebi o mai ye womo o mai ye medicine bebre pa wa hapa ye. Menye medical person. Me school you kra mankobi. Yemfa ne sa. But obia wusua medicine. Bia nim say unya shoulder dislocation very hard for you to even sit upright like this.
That's yes, sure.
Right? 2, for you to be moving that same dislocated shoulder, no, it's one of the painful things. Say, I can't say dislocated shoulder. Na obia sebiu itafrache or say or no, emebunu bia bebe wura ne so, ebi boneti, ebi bonenim. Do they push you? No, I didn't see. Was it a tap or a fist? I can't differentiate, but I was able to dodge some of the fist. Na ye wo nipa e wo kurei mu pa omo hwe. Na say the main substance of the issue has been neglected. Na mum sa entro yi na ye di etira. We are building a society of lies. And no until obisam say make enye mani na eden yaw. It's hard, it's painful. And ebi mukra no so nenam anursefoɔ ni bi na onko school na do you know what it takes to become a nurse? Nyame nsira mu na ɔma mu nyansa ne ahoɔden nimdie ni bi nka ho na ntumi mfensua bebre na de ye hu die ebia no ɔden say ye ba no professional negligence and no nya medical negligence so professionalism negligence come on, it's too bad. Adding, and we need to do something about it.
No, so my me fa sha say o video ba ku bia na udi akwa bia wa ko hwe ball egu kwan ho no. Fa no sha say ma me. Den na udi akwa na chi sa. And
the mania papa for the first time. Captain, unim say dwumedi a mi di no Ghana ha nkofo di atem bebrebe no. And the any da mate say radio station and TV station bi e ka say dwumedi a udi a ukodi abrantie bi eche. Abrantie na ode ball an kogu ho no. May drive or traffic him. And I mean, who said traffic and it's say, while parking a car, Eddie Siwo.
And yet, Trotro.
David, a private car, yeah. We in the ball, I
was side of a
Kaswa overhead, I say. Right after the police station, traffic at it. Now, in the ball, I know, Eddie go. Now, they say, me crying in a desk about what? Or that's the other park car, or we was to go walk out. Momo Famufi. It hurts. So as obia sebio madwene ye adwuma ebum yese mabodam me ye hooligan a hoodlum ne tirinhia ye sei sebio me tirinhia ye sei but omo yi omuti sakola ne cat papa no bebre na no
unim nyansa chen wo
menim nyansa nchem na emo medwene konkan chen wo
and they say this okra wo de nkra no hyetem bi dan no
because ebia de omo hu no senior me madwene nyanyi no me hu nyoma trasa
okay.
Because nani pane this ball and you go nani page in a hole. But obia e hwe no say as if it's nothing. Na ye wia ye de onu awura ade kromponti e ma ye yare. Captain, o man yi mu ade ba ko e de call hospital pa ye den. Efi.
Yeah, sure.
Efi. Cause obo o man yi mu a, we road accident if you are. The next thing na eku ye pa malaria. And mpanyimfo na de na beka ho. Stroke and diabetes. Right? So ade ba ko a higher pa wo manyim eyefi. Na se obi ade e betumi de wako hospital. Na sebio nurse ni atena wa ahwew. Na waka cho se uwu no kona koje card bransa na ahwew. Na se no no enye we hi asem se obehwe se obi yesa ade na obesi ne kwan a medie me mperema ummeye da wufi no na mfa mimi mom enkoda hospital no yin se medu wono ma my young centronia, mini eduma papa bia ye. Ya de meba hospital a obi onu kosua nurse, akosua doctor papa be kire me say, ntimi mpo me ntwan nyare na maba ho no mo wa be kire me. I had to drive behind this guy, yeah, for more than 10 minutes. because we're in the traffic. So the go on. Mimi si ko ne car no me ko bisa. Ade o ye no on si no be yesa ne ball and infiro. E no tu the car. No inside me nam form. Into tu car ne kwa. Me no me ntumi ndi etire okwa. But onim say me tu car di nechi. Nti me hu the car na no de nam no. And I could see the car ahead of me in the traffic and I keep monitoring the car. Nti na me try to maneuver myself through to get more closer. Ohun say me di nechi no. Ena omane na mso me mane bi di nechi na gapte uni masere se me wom time ha me de car ne nam na me chase obi a ono de ball atu me bi se me kwa akwache no me nya adwuma ma assembly bia wo me nya adwuma ma sanitation agency obi anto petrol ma me car na me de nam na nkasa petrol no ubia no bu 100 egum enti anadwo me koda no me mu ti me nam woni ya no me da gauge ena masande akodi obi eti ni pay ebi kura de wa fill tank ena wudi na ti petrol kakra na ewom no ti me nam nia me mpa ebo nia ni se urade ma me nkoka na beebi akwa no so de mi wura ye no ohun sa kasoa o ba be do toll booth na there is a block factory be on side right say when you are coming from Kasoa before the toll booth there is a block factory and san we descend e de akọ overhead na a toll booth no eno wifi ho enti etire ho ne de kenkre enyoma mienu ena na mede menkwa eto tata wo ho se etu da ne ka mu ana bibi da ne ka mu a u tesi ne no so ye obibi a obetumi aka say he felt threatened so no obi edi nechi and out of self defense eno ye de oye one Ghana for ye ni mo enema rage asem ye ba yi atamu mu di and neglected the main focus of idea e ma de course ni course nkombe di matem papa ebi mekọ asọle ehim hanki kwasia so akwaji n'ani so opere dodo but na mekọ akwaje ade a ebebo oman no ebe shape ne thinking mekọ ya medi akoye ti ye kolaki Ghana ya yale ba akọ meka ho ase ba ka no energy be sada no yam build a society. We need to have country and town planners. I be arrange into every society biano. There should be a drive in and a drive out. Into baby, there shouldn't be any instance of wako pim. Into the boame. I quite would no can be dinner or one of me dinner. Ya quite a fee or copim or war. Mr. Medinati, only a down and way. So quite this is a weapon. So I need to make a turn around. No, so none of them. Now, any science uncle. I send a PFT and say, send a me Ah.
Na data na wonye wade no
me ekitame
okay
nti I will call you na mo am TikTok live no on the TikTok violations no say who drive it na say who ye live a camera ni nya twem wo steer wheel ne so a o me start video ne down so video no a camera ne fast so no and almost start video na and almost starting it down the video no wouldn't save
okay
say who ye video ni wi a the video will save automatically. But almost start video ne down per the violations na. Inti how man me ba live on Facebook. Inti mejo obeje ye saying ne down komoni niano was on TikTok. And no share TikTok that time niano. Can attest to this. And I told him, so the sika meje no. On fan ko Chiama assembly no. Because I know said there is a fund. So yes I na. Inti yanko no nko tue sika ne ma assembly. No tue sika ne ma assembly we are. Me so me de part of my advocacy am pesa abanye bibi fa ho. And say, omo de baller egu abontin nia no. Sa wonu mu nsuo 50 pesos. Na sa wototo foma, yentew na ye moka 500 cedis. Now so obi tew so the rubber to foma. Na ye catch any pan so do ba ye be man 100 cedis. Captain, on boys don't go overhead na say one second. So metin kofo de omako no. Na say ye tew mpo. Na wutumi ye able to convince nipa no. So enfame nko. Na me ma even 50 cities na jamia for the fact that we train nipa no even 50 cities and nipa no so nim say ye do kwa e beje 500 cities a on di 50 da obeka cho say na man 3 million na on jao because so kwa aban wa ko 5 million wo tia da 3 million ne kwa ma sa nipa no aye edwuma ama aban indirectly no wo tia ne ka and etina o the ball abeto fom bi no enti aban enye bibi mfo saade no oma ya watchdogs enti wo hwa me na me hwa me mate Gordon so the final to form emi agene 500 etina Godwin na ma o ta say captain libi betu form no ache no no adi di sika asem within 2 years Accra will be one of the cleanest cities enti me so me punishment ne say baller no de to ho no yɛn ma ne praye yɛn ma ne sovel kantan ka ho a yɛn fa nkɔ na ɔnkɔ pra ne nyamfi hɔ captain unimade a na yɛ mɔbɔ yɛdu kasoa tax force a ɔmo yɛ in charge of sanitation praye pɛ ɛna ɔmo wɔ hɔ so shovel say whatever yɛsɛ ɔmo de bi ti gata nim asa ebi ni hɔ so this tells us the lack of logistics ɛne nyɔma a yɛ lack ɛwɔ yɛ institutions bebree but still na mu ma bem mema akwa ne gyina so kɔ haye abobo ya sɛ campaign ni wa fa abobo ya akɔtwe ɛkɔ gyina akwan no so e make sure sɛ me meeting na me kɔ saa abrɛ na ma me pie ye no me cancel no na me gyina we make sure sɛ wa pra ball no asesa fom wonu mu nia e mama ye convince sɛ efi bi enguo na ade e mama ye saa de ni nia ni a day before ada akwa ne ball na e beto no me ba krom na omu gyina hɔ no omu sesa ball no ade ten a wo wa be yi ufie ball a e dia beguo sɛ ye ni kwan a ye de gege ball a ye strategize yi na ball a e ye sika papa
that's afei rage proper eye den na do copy rage
minim sɛ mo betumi de minim ma menhwɛ sɛ wei eni ye ba be program bi ɛwɔ Ghana ha and mate sɛ waka ho nsɛm bebree red ya abe ya boys bi gyina wa na ɔmo da o gyina hɔ pa wada nti me wɔ na menya call from one man bi a friend Mr. Eric or the CEO for Bike Life ye kuromu ya yenim yenua no mu bia omo de car in a exhibition omo so de no enye car omo de ne motorbikes enye motorbike ye friend saying hygiene ne royal nkitingiti bio motorbikes a ebi ye at worth like $40,000 $30,000 bikes akesia na bo eden pa nti we mu ye adefo a omo ye very responsible people in the society. Now, as part of our program, no, na account say you be kwa bonten akoye advocacy. Ama boys na almost street so respectfully. Ebimo elusi omu future out of this drugs are omu take care omu nim the effects of it no. You be kwa akoye. So last 3 weeks, you call circle. You ko si abimu a ye ni omu edi nkomo omu a omu pese omu ko omu krom. Ye tue bi mo lorry fare ye ko hwe arrange car e de bi mo ekoi doctor fo a omuso volunteer ye eko psyche e bi mo e ma emwa bi a na e wo say ye de boa as part of the program ye now last week and last 2 weeks last week yeah because Andrew barely 1 week as asem ni see ye no na say omude bikers ni nia no eko the venue of the program no which is at the Independence Square na omukọ kire omu how the program will be arranged. And say, oh, yeah, biker, no, busia for bebabia, oh, bape, a hana be parko car. And now we a biker, mobile rima for. So part of the arrangement, you know, yakoye ninia, and no last day for no, before then, you didn't call Osu Castle Hodom side, and omukoye meeting. Omuye no movie the call Independence Square. No. It lasted for barely 15 minutes. And I almost say Sundays be omuye exhibition, motor exhibition, what do you call it? N1 no so almost person omo ko na ye ne boys no enko kasa as to the abuse of drugs in here which is part of the program. So we went there. Ye call hodom na accident bi see ye. Boy no pray minim ne da.
Oh, wonim no.
Minim no baby a.
Guy no pray na mo hospital no wonim no.
Minim ne da.
Unhu ne da.
Mi no angaza mbonim me. Ebi onu di onim me what time I kodu woro boss oh senior rat tell so onu de ebi onim ba me de me nim no me hu no wi ase bibia da now on say na ye advocacy as to the abuse of illegal drugs so na ye the other side so when I saw the crowd abo eguba afko now I'm saying no let me get there and see what is happening me kodu woro almost say boys ne ba has been involved in an accident man the NATO Kamu Echo Hospital. This was around 5:40, 5:50 thereabout. The Echo Hospital. So maybe imagine saying Kameko Hospital. So I went in to move my bike. Some call Legon Hospital, knowing that that was the closest proximity in terms of medical health. So be an emergency. ti me kono and I'm say me friend CEO no because one me angasa bike life no me said I'm a registered member and you're part of the advocacy aye kwakwe no and I'm say o moto baako na yenko right so me friend no na me man nya we say me the bike no ko akwohwe boy na omuso wenya accident no ti me friend no amfa but me do Legon no sorry Accra Mall me make the 10 and I be ras akọ and I nya call from him say memra na boys no dey do omo ye no ho no I need to come back and I'm like what is it no so me to me afraid police amano and I know him to be a very emotional person so certain things the fact that ebia obetumi afraid penini bi and also obetumi afraid the police for them to come and take charge of it no doesn't mean say you should abuse that opportunity let me calm myself assess the situation and if it needs a police then we can place a phone call me be do one of my boys matter so I dealt with it and I told them say Charlie you betumi akwa boy no and also wa my boys say din kind no kodada so let's do what actually brought us here. Me who are they see? I was just told that there's been an accident. One of the guys, is involved. I'm in the hospital. So after roughly 15-20 minutes, and I almost say, "Yeni get ready na yenko." But as part of solidarity, yen to me mbahona semesi ho na yeni aye move without nothing. So let's go to the hospital. Now, a home in a mammy say, I'm not Courage Hospital. So we moved from your friend is saying Fiesta Royal Traffic towards the N1 in a Omukofa, Atimota, Honomono, Ekofa, Atimota Ma 7 overhead in Asewo, and make a 10 Atimota inside one. Maybe on my astrotef bino. Eko Dani Omo, Oko, yeah, home, Neka Cranameno, Omo Yanamisugu. And the accident didn't see granted. A yapenuma could be no matter park and I may share the omu so they moved far forward. Yeah, call Ridge Hospital, Aqua you do Tesano police station. And one of the boys, Epija Motono, Mime, because I was at the others also Tesano police station. Almost that concrete block, it divided quite into two.
That's right.
And see, Mimi Jina this side. And a boy need the motor, never crash. Motor is by 6. Hey, pim, into Obia from the Mima, sorry, if you share any rough. Tale we pra mu okay my so we mu yes so we mu obi an sorry nti me bi so obi no e na me hu se nsuo na mensa ho na boy ba ko say boss rough it be like you hurt too me share na me pra na me say tale omoma yenko right so me tina motorbike na so no and I realized say no and yes something I can use my hand to ride again besides not the crotch of the bike ebu nti you will need more effort to be able to hold the crutch nti one of the guys enter bike na yenko. Don't forget, me say time ani yenko after that minute riding through Achimota kwan no that way no. Yenfa say 15-20 minutes any they making all those ride no. That time you know the boy na ko hospital that. E ma bikers no be na dey no ko nto mo ho. Ye movie ye na ye kodu honom no. Nobody that I can confirm. Any the motor inside ho. Me ankasa if almost CCTV footage omo famra bonten. Who ba be rage on your left side says omotonton nuane nyoma bi ho no that was where omuwurai omukọ park motorbikes no
obi amfa moto na nwura ho
no mimi nko for na me ne omukọ onum ne de they all parked outside ina ye nante ye so I walked say police for no almost station onum that time no on say o ba be rema omu was some gate ketwa bi e honum so na me fa inside o so one girl call her friend say ye fa right? It's the police for no more. If there is a CCTV footage, I show the entrance of the hospital now. That I was working with 3 guys. No more much concerned with. Oh, Charlie, mo could go make them attend to you. So you no. Meaning so producers able to me the boy now or share me no atusua. When I entered, and I'm saying, Charlie, can somebody come and attend to me, please? I'm hurt. And our boy and the guy said, oh, please, we come to attend you to now. So we laughed as boys. And Oka said, Charlie, boss, Okadu. And I went, Oka said, go and sit down at the trauma place. It's me now. Me now, many of one or mutu nyani etu a yedim komo. And our boy and the sound so bar honu mubiem. Or by Oka say, a day they see I'm telling Charlie, many problem, share them mepe pa, then mamina munjai, a day they see, when we are, we can attend to that. And besides, me card no matter, I'm so much. That time, he made driver's license. the ama one of the guys na o hwe boy na omde ne ba accident a room one no say onje no kwaje me card mreme minim sa ye fa ne sen me hu mu camera ni yi sa papa ya ye so na ye secretary to Ghana registered nurses then ya or namo kase na makono red ne boys bi na ye buy me ye very much sure say na o ma hwe video na we hu se me kwaje card no inti ena omu gira so say obaaye no ena ye se onkwankwaje card
o nti kwaje card no
me card no me producer betumi dia to so nkonfa to so
e won rage wa
me masanya ma mu producer nko betumi dia to
nti enya mpa se onkoi wanje card
oh me what rage card me jane on the 17th da no
nti o je card
me je card
all right
established
okay that is established
me je card now card in some more no guy now almost we prada no e ho no na da come and they didn't know that I have other evidences and sabre ni yampo na me ma live na me live bia
oh
sabre ni nia na eto nia na me live bia nti e ho no na ye di nkomo no ina da lady ya o claim to have been assaulted ono na da video no so no mu hwe TV na ono na da so no na hwenye no ono kwa na pie ba ndo pie ba ye no na o ma lock room no e mo begina gate na no nti media o me ka se nia no na o gina ho nti e ho no na lady ba ko epie e wo inside wo de o ka se mo mpanyimfo di musika wi a na mo ba hospital na ka se mo nkoto nyoma na mo di blame ba be maye no eno ena ono bisa oba e be ka se can I see your palm can you turn around na we so no so your status many na can I see your palm mo mpa bibi me padi ma me
oh to that time ni na we pra
me pra obi an hwe me nti on no say o ma me hwe ajaye e no say rura inside so she went inside and omo to dan nim so omo say no mu di nkomo no one of the ladies are no so say green e pie ba abonten o pie ba abonten no so be ye the girl ba ko ne ye na bia and I'm say na de be tate so nzire ma me hwe won sa ne ma me dan no say to ma and no so ko rura inside right
so we be how many minutes we pra no obi am be hwe war rage
that time
by 20 minutes
na be bro roughly 25 minutes going
all
right so that time ni mo no ena boy no right no the girl no baako the oso we pray e bai nti ono baaye no ena obebisa girl no onu gina ono say ada e de ba asem na esi ena omo se we pra ena ono say oba be hwe me nti ono kwa na ko inside e kofa agos na omo se ebi ni wona yenkoto bi mla no ono ko fe baako bai no say me fanto me nsa no so at the moment in fact say e ka say obi attend to obi a minim how they explain that because obra me gos wa mehwe me me fanto so na me fa me nsa to se na be ya moja no emba ina the lady na oba second e be ka say me nda ne me nsa no hwe na me bisa ne say na de be tatis nsu ni no ono nso ba ho no mbia na okita plaster say me fantale so instead of me nsa na me de beto so no enti me de mo hwe me video ba ko na me nsa no ye de plaster atale ho na me te wo me ka kire o mu kra say chale say ya na ti o boy na o mo say o mo hwe no because enti me ni o mo ayete wo no ina edi nkomo e ka say nduro bi mpo o mo say o mo de attend to him no tese ye ko keesi ansa na akonye bi na ye ni bibia e se nka emergency ward no
bi o here say no range asem na wo kan say duro
ebi ni o
be hwe dipa na we pra na
ebi ni o
jemu ko kan shi
eno na girl ne ko kan say mo mpanyimfo ni wia musika wia na mo be kan tie o na me yi phone say asem na kan no na me record ye hia evidence nti wo de ka na afi de me record ma
e ho na de wo live ne ba ye
e ho nia na me start live no
okay
e ho nia ye part of evidence me de ko kasa afa the medical and professional negligence no intika. And I even stated, if there is a challenge I will go through, you voice it out so that we will be able to address it as advocates. Na say to me say in pain phobia. Ya catch almost say, we money idea, omo hospital on omo fame into momo. Because here the end say, yes, you be kasa, straighten the system no. E ho no omo nia no obi ehun say camera say no. Lady ya o claim say aboni because say or the gods in the brain no. There was that, I mean, relationship. Or the name sakura be ball me phone no say stop the recording. into the boss we no no ka say ye dina anum ni akra ye you did on boys yi koba na omo kobe ni ano e na misika kra ye e na mse da bi nya abotre na hwehwe na ebia na atowa baby wo kona wo ba no. So there was no instance that girl no kra ni nya any provocating argument to be and anything that could trigger say me de mensa beka no. There was nothing. Enu free one ni nya na me nya live o. Inti enu mu no e na me de phone no say me botom me record the conversation na e so e wo word ho enia which I have it. Now me ye na me tie nsem o mo kania no ene na nurse fo no gu a o mo ye o modwuma boys no o mo de boy ni nkai ko hospital no. Remember me minim guy no, I don't know him from Adam, but boys no mo de ko hospital no, they keep going in coming out na me kra me catch o mo say o mo calm me down, they would attend to it. Mu da ma me na no that ne banner so no ne bansa so no I had all those videos, and those are things that I may cover just to speak about some of these things that it's unprofessional and inhumane. Say ye be man nipa ma me panyina ni tiri hu dwena ye fita na say even in pampo in e bi ni ho ana ye ni stature a ye betumi de atoso say ye nya time mpom me share na ana ye assess na obetumi afiri ne nana no nsa so na wada stature no so ana
anti na nya ma me no mom ne kuta ne nana na mom ne nana no mom ne
kuta ne nana akola ne kita ma me panyini that in so call back and forth eba, and I had all those recordings ni nya ye nyoma na me cha right Reach hospital, and because they say now this medical assembly can say breach of people's privacy near them, you can't put cameras on them.
Okay.
Right? Unless a criminality is being perpetrated.
Okay.
When there is a criminality being perpetrated, some law of breaching privacy, no, I don't think say law you be no be church on here now who catch me say me ba ufie which is your private residence. I am not even allowed to take selfie without your consent because your private place.
That's right.
But when me ba ufie now who bo here and I want to say we are me bo to I have every right say me wo kwai bi a to me as an evidence.
That's right.
But I am not breaching any protocols of that. Embassies ain't allowed to be taking photos. But when there is a criminality being perpetrated in an embassy, you have every right as a Ghanaian to do whatever it takes to have an evidence of proof.
That's correct.
So when me Pia Montana, boy sene ba ku hu me, said that video no betumi dey atoso a. E no obi say me say, "Oh, Bosu Raf, they don't attend to you yet." No, let me quote him right. They finish with the dressing. And I say, "Charlie, do not do nothing." No. And all be refer me to me ba ye na me catch omo say omumpie na omo nhwe patient no. That be why I dey tell you say these people it be pressure than they need. But could give them pressure.
Guy in the casa.
E wo video ni.
Okay.
So e honom na ye dira o penten no. That time na phone kita obi na o recording. So I had to take the phone and enter inside the hospital. Mirror inside biemu no. And I make call trauma room one ni bi.
Maybe a branch at
that. No. Say me kwa because now one guy day if you want me pay say tell the boy no ewu nti on so video ni mu no more compress no. Sa bre no na nurse for bi gina station no why say obi say on more than inside na moto mo say e gina ho in the video. So sa bre ni mu no and I'm like what is this? So can somebody do something? Obi nye bibi ye tell my boy no at this point evidence na on my phone no can be doctored and I'm a boy so me to me aka say wakoye editing o twitwa baby dia be say baby so let me go live so that say bibi to boy na there will be an evidence of proof.
Okay.
Me koye live ni mpo no sentra etegu ene yesi okọ ho ene yesi we nja ye obi a because ono pe na e Ghana ni na sa kwa no me I just don't me na me be suit here me say me say for a reason no yes say em say o my we no say suit and say onim nyansa because sa kwa na ngasa me ka say mo say o mo ba oni o mu tiri hwan say e na o mo ba hoodlam sa raf no on ne bo akwa no yes o twi ni wo fom butu no me enti na me say quote na ebia me so mehu nyansa ka bia cause em say o my we wo say quote na anim nyansa. But Sabrina na me hospital maame na no do obi na so ne ba eba me hodi nka beka che tata na me call live e beka che obi se o beka nche me se ne na oda obi na so no se me ke bi mo omo a ye behwe no sama mi no eba mi video ni kwasa beka se o pachew boys ne mra fom right and boys na no omubu ofu na omo agitate no was when a omu hu boy ne da mpa so a ne hu po and a honum no na me saw live me call nursing station they were all standing there as if nothing was happening. Now young clarify we sa koya ne trimi we yi ne kama wo hwe na gentleman pa hu na abeka so nipa bia na dwene edwuma but odina TV so call back and forth e cheche nsemu no o se boys no e ba be wura per the account I the man no but when to me enhu adwene ye nananom ye nananom e se peyiri dua mate mante ina se banyansafo mpo se ye kasa na se okana nutuma ye kan nyansafo a ye kan ne kan hey sorry kwasia thank you se kwasia okana nutumu nyansafo mu a ye kan ne kan ye nhwa akoyi se na dwene ye edwuma ana na dwene ye edwuma o se time a ye be wure mu no ono pe na account raf no ye share ni wie ye a opie ye se ompe de ya ma no ompere ino no opie ye no e na kofa boys na mo bo mu di moto 25 obi anipa mako na tietire ino omu be wurem na omu ba no nurse for ne smart o ye ne se ya na o ye omu ye smart ino omu tie moto no suna no ino omu dwane e ko woro omu ho e se mufti ba ga we no na onu dia baby o horo ne nsa ntonu we hu ti raf na ye ne sa o wurem no ba bu no boys ni bi body ti no omu body na ye ne sa. Meanwhile captain in the video time I may be call live no there were some nurses attending to even a patient the trauma room no more managing the nine videos in the wall. I took it private because na moja gugu fom me person me kase there should be even an employment ye be fa nkofo a ye surgery no almost clinic a form moja de begu baby a cleaners a paper. There should never be any instance say ye edwuma na moja gugu fom na obi ano mort na da fom no sir. Oh hospital me wo videos ni nya o rich na wo kan yo captain enya makolas enkomo na ebi na kwaku cham krom kom wata enya gomu asem ne ka enya gomu rich en crime the Washington DC of Ghana
boy
sa America for the Washington DC enti yeso ya Washington DC Accra hospital no mort gugu fom se me hu se video yi betwa mamohu na me ka ma men kama no mpontum na we ukokan ye be ba bebo nti sabre ni nia no ye nwoma na me twa se later me kwa akohu minister ankasa the videos not say no just to also contribute to the betterment of the government because ye nia no ya sodie ya sade se ye beboa se nwoma bi a enye no ye betumi atwitwa na ye de atrempen fo no ma ye bibia fa ho enye social media keke me social media yi omo ye social nkofo so blogger me nya vlogger omo ye vlogging ya no omo monetize your account omo di jiska me ni monetize account bia o bibia. My own is to just advocate for right things to be done. Captain or see ye be wure mu no ena omu dwane pie ye ena call no kwa no mbebo no wo hwe video na anese phone na egu atani to obi. So at what point ena omu dwane kwa woro omu ho a wo de wanya smart a ye bebu ni bi hemfa na nipa o ya dwene ye adwuma ye wo kura mu ye gote no ye sabae no ebi kura ba ku bi o se me ye national threat mimi mo me ye national threat me ema mebu no a omutumi tena social media eka se ye bekum president ye twan yiriti. We have a whole first a presidential aspirant all contested to be a president ekosra omo hage omo na honorable minister of health eba hospital sabre na honorable ba hospital no obehu me no captain uni maybe na mfiba let me feed the health ministry. Because don't forget, I said, we are doing everything possible to make sure that we straighten the system and also help the government to make sure, and no man here can the previous government in Libya, and they call prison, no. When we are here, you better be near catch Romo, no more to one, no more two, you better be found. And no, in our panel, may call your friend saying, Ministry of Health wo me fi Ministry of Health wo no na menya ntie say honorable kura no or call hospital ho in respect to the issue that has happened. And I'm saying a fine case. Don't forget, Captain Udio Unim, Ashafu Ashayeni. Oh, Kwako, who minister Ukrumi Yanoma. I shall be take 1,000 years. Kodako Bukuai, and honorable meeting, and on the way of meeting, and Okwana, and a Bradeche, I did so quiet inti. Say, oh, hot yeah, let me take advantage. Namin Ko CCA. Inti Osha Health Ministry ho to Reja, less than 2 minutes drive. So I drove in. Maybe do honomono. Lucky enough, not honorable any the medical team no AP. And say honomono. Omo kase. Omo problem say. And na minister tia so there is an issue no. Hospital ni niano. Omo of apeyini. And the
share hospital no so no.
Medical superintendent.
Oh, what hospital?
Your friend Dr. Leslie.
Okay.
And Captain Bisa say, then I'm who numpo. Say your friend Dr. Leslie. Time as I did the way we near Kosono. There was one lady at Obaho, say what is say, yes, you'll be about my old video. Kwasiasema kwakwa, in for I am amazing. So me Piebano, no only one of the ladies or in that confrontation. And I called her said, Jano, you know, we're near the target. Where we know you say yeah because there is a system break, right? If the systems are well fixed, on to me pom na no ndi krama impatem. Na kantama be nipa e hospital. If we are really upholding to our laws and punishing medical negligence and professional negligence, what she was doing is out of professional negligence. Onim yo ye. Nti ignore her. E honom na Dr. Leslie no. Ah ye the superintendent. Neni tia, uni chasi bi. Na ma mention ade konta lady no yes I do the say bem na say lady. Na abotena wonsa ni nim na e come here. It will be a different conversation. Se wo kunu ofie na wontumi mbono enya nanim ne nkasa sei se wo boyfriend wonua bi na wontumi nya nsa and they know the nurses were there and eno ena ehonom no don't forget that time no na ya mama jai video no when Mr. Eric came in and say oh Ralph stop the video for me so after speaking outside no I had to end it out of respect.
Leslie
Doc they be CEO of Bike Life no so be do
okay.
Into Dr. Leslie, and offer me said, no, Ralph, please, come. And or say, me ko say, Ralph, I am going to attend to you myself. Ignore whatever that has happened.
So in all this, no, now one Saturday I attending to
videos in here clear if they can play it.
And it medical superintendent no share.
Oh, say,
regional. Yeah, no. From question
me question time a lady ni ba wa or coca say, you class for na when and one. America says and Sabomia, it will be a different conversation. So Dr. Leslie has to calm the whole situation down. And Odiako said, or Diako said, Honomono, and a lady Namneka said, Ralph, I am a medical practitioner. I don't think it is safe for you to, at this moment, seek for medical help from any person here. Don't trust nobody. We need to leave. Wow. Dr. Leslie, and I make a say, no, doc, we need to go. No, Ralph, please. I am going to attend to you myself. Right? Into Oniminia in an anti-Pia Bonting. Emma ordinary ID card. Emma me. Says, I may say, me seeking for treatment and what they are. Baby, I'm a person menko. But if say I feel say so mamia, he's willing to do it for me. Dr. Leslie should go or call the minister and say he gave me his card. The only thing the card the man from Mahanum, right? The ID card no the man one of the guys and I'm the mom and I was talking to one guy. Missiano, also a medical staff, I no stop him say, oh no, Ralph, don't go, please. I know you have been watching on social media. Come, I work here. I'm not a nurse, but come, let me see to you and make sure that they attend. And I'm saying, no, it's fine. I appreciate this, but I need to go at this moment. Dr. Leslie no me who need I want a card and so. Or no, walking me out of the hospital. So now the secretary to the one papaya or nam kasa bible. Ono sa papa no se na mabu obi at that moment no enti eba ne say in a Dr. Leslie ba ye no don't forget Dr. Leslie had made a statement that is being recorded but for the sake of what he did later no I wouldn't want to talk about that because later on who say the okan ye no entai but he had come back to show remorse by telling me, say, so I need to ignore that. I don't even have to make that a conversation, right? But then, Senasa Breno, Mabu Obi and we prayer. And how do you say, doctor? Medical superintendent, we are hospital, no, moon nurse for no activity go in your papa. On the year, honomono. Would you say, and Conrada say, Yankonam Obi Abone Bama, when you're dislocated shoulder, and Kada for stressing in Quebec, some permanent peer, right? But Osemoma, Ralph, Bramia Meshaw. That moment now, yes, I did the back and forth. Near say, Macho 450 about Honomo, Muti, Semi Diabia, or Muye, former Conomo Red, Abawi, Metie, Minimum Sanum, Obioni Mibiani, Menomonsa. I don't smoke. I don't do none of all these things they are accusing me of. Send your no case and some of the colleagues on social media they told us so. Different from who he is, you know. They all come from me, it's far opposite who I am.
Okay. Enti
Captain, okay. So at that point now, that's our conversation we cause say tax abe rem or my baby girl no, mako pusina to form, my body ma we plano. There was a police presence. There were police officers. Ah no mo koba. Emma edu baby mpono. Na me ni police for ni jina wa omu tie Ralph preaching. Say wo police ni a wo jina we. We dwuma ne say wo bebo me ho ban. Nti ye jina hi. E bia na esi ni no. Ni kunu e businessman. Ono an robbers akwa attack no. Ya be frɛ hwan say ngongɔhwɛ. Police, right? Now, police ni no ekɔ na say an robber ni mu no etuo kana ya de ne be kɔ he. Hospital. Ya de ne ba hospital na esi ni say wa bre. Okudidi aba. Mu nya abotre. E na mo de mo ba na mbete de enye. Fa video ba ko ne to so mame. Nurse ni, this video was a video what happened last year. I went as far as the nursing and registered whatever. Almost officer or she said me kwa report. Nobody even gave me a human ear to listen to the plight of the people.
Then you see it.
But video no, na Ghana for nchani en toaso. Ye ku maame, ye muntie.
Okay, what they call so ye bebo.
Oh, me hu so de atoso se sound ne ba no motia. Nurse ni aton weduro e de ama patient e wo ward. After said doctor a prescribe a draw the man.
What Tomano?
Almost to hospital. I have evidences.
That's okay.
Nurse for not than pharmacists or hospitals are almost to
bed. So don't need to draw.
Me say, Opa, ya man nipa kwan say, Omon Fred attested to this. Almost to craba.
Oh, David.
Jesus Christ. Eh?
Oh,
me say,
what's it? Well, who needs what's that? What that personal would tell
Captain, there are a lot of investigations. I do an opportunity. Abba, say, Captain, Udim say, Confanoti, Oko emergency one man, Omutons was here.
Oh, and some of the BBC was a moment social into
Confanoti hospital, emergency, for emergency. Omutons was here. What would Kumasa watch from me, Bosso? Captain, me hospitals are my Omu curtains a senho, Omu bed in some room. And my patients describe say, Ahanum, in some consul, a warding.
And to the video now,
no, guy na or that hospital one doctor a prescribe a drug diamano. Doctor no prescribe a drug diamano no. Eba no pa orientation no. You know me who say no. A drug na a guiano. And you wait na me can say yen farmer. You didn't can administer too. I want to
try. To what answer? When so jiji them which is suit to when answer. Sasa no omoka.
The American a woman training me ninta the same.
So can so say.
Me person me mo mu so almost suit say na nya
doctor no a prescribe a draw a throw draw I am for money poor yare no. Doctor na dey chen ye na oba bi mu no hu say a draw na egu ya afo ne nchen ho no nya no no chro ye to aso.
Na oka sa wie no ye ne rounds no. Na nurse fo no abesesa sa nduro na fi ho. Akofa eduro fofo de abegu na boy na ye de sa de di me wo se me se obi twa ntro yi me ye bosomsum ni enro am ko hu me nana no enti se ntro na me twa captain may say I will fight for the people of this country and make sure that people's lives will be saved in this country.
See, who doctor never share drone ko and the nurse for no fa de gu ho no.
Efi ho.
No mo de for
fraba be gu ho.
Okay.
Na boy ne twa ato ne phone so dada.
Say no mo de buy no.
Me de say ne producer obetumi de ato so.
Okay.
Emma boy ni twai. Nti oye na me bisa nti sandro na o twai na wen in the picture we sign me. Right? Nti ehonu no ni wufu e na o complain say eye nkum bia nkoma kuni dada. That video no wo mommo. Masa ekum bia nkoma kum dada. At that moment no anybody.
Hold on. O Mike ni ye yi. Ma me pia hye ho yi.
Captain Meboa.
O twen. That's right.
For top from 1000 the best 1000.
Yanto aso.
Now obi a na dwene ye dwuma bia at that moment no adwoble o why a mistake ade no could have taken the lives wano na akatum et said e kwa mesrew et me pachew ya nye ne yie yesrew kwasasem akwa nkwasasem mobile hospital na mbesa meche what triggered me the most I man nurse ni no didi atem sa no say paracetamol de kum nipa o so eduro no no de bre nipa no paracetamol na paracetamol de kum nipa na me man ko school abon nti me na ma na me keka nkwasasem ko school
paracetamol
minim minim now why ni complaining like that no na wo say wo ka wanu tum na wo tete ne mumpo say bia paracetamol your friend say tramadol ya enum say painkiller paracetamol ye painkiller but milligrams no say your friend say amount 1000 milligram na say ye nya paracetamol ankasa ye betuna ma tramadol ye fan say bia 500 milligram e betuna sustain the same pain inti explain it no na ontiase these are some of the endro neguso no
but you drone na otwa do na that
right omo be yi fi ho no ni nia wo ho inti at the end of the day nyoma ekoso a me soli kutia sankase na betumi abo video baako na wo hwe word ho nom curtain se wo fi toilet room ho house apapai in fact it's very sad. So these are things that I am covering to make sure that at least I will help the system. And Captain, the currency. Me, the same hospital, I had to go and change almost toilet seat. Toilet seat and what ward. Now me for the currency. Masa, Masaudu, never pawuye. And I did cool papa no. Me real way, and I said to myself that I will make sure I do that thing for the hospital.
Okay.
Toilet seat in water closet no apai. Apai. And yes, apai a crack you. Apai me ye free o. Inti oko hospital no ma. Say adena ahana pai seat round no. Apai inti say wo squat e won chen no. Say nyame ye wadom nyame ye wadom na wo Patrick Kane. Adeni betumi etwa wo be believe.
Sure.
And then na papa the word one no da no on penti or say or call word foforo akuja ne nan e no ko slepe
na na ti ko bo fam
alhamdulillah na me na dema na me na age ewia na na e pen wila bi tetere no ho muslim e ko to na twene. This was professional negligence that took the life of somebody. Me catch me who say I will do this for the hospital.
Okay, nti edro no ye be wie no ne ya ba ho. Edro no nurse ne fire no mo report my doctor and say na nurse na ye.
Doctor ni hu ye ono na confirm me say nye edro ni ni. Enti anya afi na akọ report bibia ma obia. Ono na confirm me man guy no.
Na omo ye nurse ne dey.
Oda hu ye adwuma. En na ye asem we si ye. Fa ne to so na obia nhwe no. Owo comment sections ase e di atem
the same nurse.
The same nurse no ton oduro obeton oduro ma omo na obekon ntokwa no. Oda so nani mo e mo fa ne mla. They be moving for the and these people are not supposed to be in the agency and also the institution.
Wow.
Yes, medical way health a noble profession and I will work out. And noble, yet it's a noble must saying. And such people Muntie.
So a drone man no. Wo nim nansa na o doctor ni na o be so a drone man no. Wo nim nansa che no. Enya hwe wo nim adro wo nim nansa che no. Wo nim nansa che no. Wo nim nansa che no. In a drone o choi no. Doctor ne ba wa ba be hu. In o ka che say enya adro na me choma no enie. This is it. You came to respond to me. And I'm telling you, sir, you are not being professional. You are not being professional. On Sunday, come here. On Sunday, come here. On Sunday, come here. It will be a different thing. What will you do? There will be Messi and come into whom? There will be Messi and come into whom? There will be and Sunday come, so you wouldn't see it. Say, come here, you will feel it. Say, I'm a mukun kofo. Ya catch us. For a Jew in a doctor, a trauma nipano, or say, doctor, ne buy, what catch and say, a do not with the man, and you know, right? And you know, the baby, no, wouldn't see another friend. Oh, my boss, the patch of Tennessee. And yes, I know they're doing when in your air back. Now, no pay about what, and Caban said a doctor, ne buy, all catch us said, I'll be a new dynamic trauma on me. In all case, you come here and can you come? Because you didn't carry your doing you as in the soda. But I couldn't doctor, ne buy no Becca say, and you know, ya better no call at the Fofraba. What's the man in Casa? Oh, now, oh, Yamato, into school, no, I couldn't even answer, and only. Oh, Doctor Nina, or that
Captain.
Wow.
Ote, na minim says, I wouldn't trust it, you know. Ya try nurse phone in your account. Because we so my me, Opa Pan Yokuno, Bakuno so sa, lady no, so back as our rage one so sa, only trust it, nurse new. Ubedu mame. It's sad. If say a trainee and call for say in a institutions, and then hospitals people, Captain. I deal with ya can one seminal. Oko filling station in Kobufuela. Pump attendant no dinner if you so entitled as for you favor. Oko a bank now Oko Yiska tell her no to one. The obey no. I say Sikana down a on dia in OEB amount. Oko police station in a winner some and any police in car. How obey your police need to me video back will be sending me. Police in that you on assume pow. No more women yano. Me jeno wana mi hubia na mi bisa inti gane. I mean, but ya fly no koto. Ya say mabo nurse ni. Inti ano nsem na sisi aye.
Anti eno meba we no so, but me pese me hu honorable akando ba ho no. Wo be kire mu Leslie be twen wo call inside. Now, wo koto akando no den see.
Captain in a Juma, why you do not change to the most was a cat here, see maybe a bopper to comment in a going for a commercial break. Now, Dr. Leslie, any your friend is saying, honorable Minta Kando in a age now. So, honorable Minta Kando, Tia, me, you know. Ena, your friend saying, me sounds so tell Emma. Dr. Leslie.
Oh, Tina Kando, Kwana, which
Debbie, video near Claire, meaning some of the moon tire. Come on the torso. Some move to me in the social media. Time I ever went to me in the torso. I greeted him on no problem. We saw that beside me say, so how is the hand? Were they able to suit it for you? And I'm saying, oh yeah, they did it. Inti at that moment, you know, now my booby, Emma, I bet you ain't problem. One call yet a friend saying, first scene shot, you know. Say, Antes, you know, inside, Kwablane, and he broke my hands and he give me a fist. My name girl knows baby, of course, you are boxing. Or no, I don't know if it was a tap or it was a fist, but I was able to dodge some of the fist. Who dodged some of the fist? Now, who said, me didn't he? Say, me say, Nanka me boo ampa. So why be a me boo? Na mimpo obi a me advocating for something in whose right senses?
David, one case on yes, come better no be boba. I mean,
me ko upon time. Emo oba e pa masuma akuma sis. Se obi otihu tem party portal. In the minka na minya akonya sia panyin bia. Minka nche omo se to buta abanda da yi twemu. Say, mema omo persons with disability for no. You between install was some of the institutions like feeder roads, any highways. It may be more party portals. Ebi mu betumi atata lift mu to say isi and say me hu bi. Me call range one ko me ko hu bi. I be your friends lift mu no mo direct. Intimi ntwa lady be yi car if na odu na mbisa say na o kwa ya do the car be wo me a. Masa are you normal? Are you okay? Enu mu nkomo de masumu tei. Madam ko eti adan. Osole pa mante me nsa ba kumpa mfa mo obi obo maso na obi ono de gos bre me me de to me nsa no so e na metumi atoto no blow e mo no ne tactics a wo so no boxing mu nti otumi dodge kakra inti Dr. Leslie was there. Now you see, well, let me be professional, let me not go there, and no will be evidences, right?
Eti uchia minta kando we no na ukochia Leslie.
Mitia Dr. Leslie. Ewo why nyesa ina me call.
Nyesa wunti na kando ba hoso be hagew.
No. I mean na misia omo. Misia omo no respectfully. Untumi ntia tetedie ni bi. Captain, good afternoon. Gordon, good afternoon. Good afternoon. DH, good afternoon. Yeah, be ngane sa. Utia we wetia. Oh, you know, you set out pleasantries. And Dr. Leslie Numpo, ehono, ebisa mi aba me nsei. Inti na ma ye boni a mekum nipa ye say, ye fa ho man kwa chekere me kon no. Ina nipa na me di ne babone. Because medical superintendent, you know, ne money and nurse for ni.
Oh sure.
Any a doctor for.
Exactly.
Inti me di ne babone, e ma me pray the ba say. Say even oni etiri mpo no beti ye mpo say una pray ne ba na. Sa no pa ne de na wo hu say eyewa. Inti nka that moment no, me tire me nsampo no. Onfi me.
All right. Ebisha, ye ne Raf na ebo nkomo. Na me hwe video bi ana sofo Kofi Oduro. Sɛ ne din no ano no. Me a me nua pani. O say tie!
Ye tie. Bodo mu tie.
O say ono ankasa ko hospital a. Ohun sɛ kwabrane oda hospital mpaso. We muni atofom sɛ team. Obia mfi no. Obia mfi ni parama ne da fom ho sa producer video no ho. Na ni pare da ho. Ye what angel we started something near friends and cry. Patients lives matter. Maka just say enche be san ba so ha. Eniema epie ye wa ase. Ene nsama yarefo ni bi be kan ye no. Ene de rafo kan de ne ehunu. Ene de wunim ne de minim me maka just say rage madam for wa bruche me de ne yere ko so nko. Enya me do afi bi okọ retirement o yare oba ya. Rafo ke ku madam for ne yere ne she me.
Me and my sister will be. Me and my sister Jiriba may her soul rest well.
Okay. Yente suffer Kofi Oduro.
Martin, me sorry call, you know, hospital, no security, nothing. Portraying nonsense. They said you're penny movie anti-groma. And you can't blame them too much because you are nurses. Or be my meda, me call them my general. Ne patient free and pass over here from say team. Or the horse 40 minutes. Me call Achimota Hospital. Here, 5 nurses, 1 doctor, they were on tablet. And the patient was lying next to us. Me. And these ones were giggling on the internet. Asiafu amunyune. She uniform, okay, said Tramanfua, woman united by that and bachelor. You are so heartless. Most of you nurses and most of you doctors are so heartless.
Why spy? Nurse in the mamma says you'll be with a friend why spy.
And you see, I was saying, but says patients' lives matter than you who nipa. Ya any surgery, you are why you gen near my woman. Etimisi ane Dr. Bikrakache say we BS we Germany da BS we baby that no problem but esiewie no aya na omo reaction actually say aya na actually say
there is a consequence doctor
baby
captain
krom ha obi di eduro esi obi so yesi emfa nsuo nsi ne so panie na ode eduro ni femu no baby or the war in the nipana or no yadi pania de one who catch us a nurse I didn't even na mete say a woman nipeduanum a trend no war skin no or so dabi and call flesh be and I war better
Captain Captain
rap so the guni pa skin ni mu body ni mu sa
why tom
na fi nipa den sa no ahono Akra, wadaoma mache. Bibi aboko. Well, we didn't have molding. Your friend was saying, "Person, why introduce you?"
Yo, the Dr. Ramsey Inusa.
Dr. Ramsey Inusa, we school doctor,
medical
doctor. Medical doctor. Okay.
I'm an FMG. Foreign medical graduate.
Okay. Medasi. And come here, you then I will.
Well, in Koma mo bono dia meteo social media.
Okay.
Na nsema koso ewo your healthcare sector no. Anya dia eye. So me in particular no. My jai practicing. I don't practice.
What jai?
I don't practice. I can't. I am an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And researcher. And currently, no, me the political research director for the Movement for Change.
Okay.
Yes. So the me person me can say, Abrante otina hanu, me nimneda, me shianeda. Onye madamfo, ana Raf, unimi.
No. In the nation.
Yes. So I want you to also put it on record, say. Yes. It is by coincidence, say, yabe shiawaha. Na Captain, adia ya me arahone say, Ghana Police Service. Omoye ekobia one share. There will be a time, no, civilians ebe tuashomu in a way and manner omu hunda ewo krom hanum. And it could be instigated by political actors. Especially those that have been victimized by police brutality. On Thursday, me fear ewa belempe. Na my bedroom fear by 4:30 honum. And me nya distress call say nkrofo bi ewo pick up mu, but omo suspect say omo we armed robbers. Obi oni ma belempe bia nim say belempe now. Aye area crime ekoso wo hopa. And as an opinion leader and a politician, I have watchdogs around my street. Into no back close to me, my property, my car, for a while, I get a call. Into the menya call no say these were men be will pick up more on my parky. Me honum no. On my son call back. Abe parky were the same place. They've gone back again and on my take it the 10 no. And me friend me God say asema esi no ntino me see for my koshe there na ekoso. So I went outside and I spoke to one of the residents and I was say pick up be afa right side 10 honum nti me nanti koye me nanti ampa me hu say pick up be park tinted and the number plate no ye GE anya GP GE. Into producers no crowd pictures no they would show you in the video. Into omo park here hona me call car and chain to number one verify if they are indeed armed robbers and I say suspicious individuals are and as will be a minimum. So me call pick up the chain and I introduce myself as Dr. Inusa. I'm a resident here. Can I be of help to you? Captain, from nowhere. And because they are drunk in power and tea, because they are moving some of police officers, no power.
Were they wearing uniform?
They were not wearing uniform.
Okay.
And in the car, no, some of them had earrings, and So I questioned them. I said, my name is Dr. Inusa. Can I be of help to you? From nowhere, no, the driver in the car, no, me say. Me from me kwasa say me unfi hoko me a doctor ntidien just like that me a doctor ntidien me from me kwasa say unfi hoko. And of course if somebody talks to you like this me area opinion leader, if there's any issue in a belempe pin crowd drop here me na mo frɛ.
That's right.
Me na mo frɛ. There are so many things. Tesano police station, there was a time a crime officer be wo na oye juma ye pa. I adopted the police station every year bia no Christmas. Me mom we me ma ye de ma ko aduano ekomo. as a way, an initiative that I started, say everybody should adopt a police station. No munchro. Captain, I went back from the vehicle when I realized that they were a bit aggressive, no. And when earrings near about you say no, I realized that BB fishy. Into me call me on my way out, no. Now me guard, esusa air back. Into me found my phone and my friend one COP. Our police headquarters, sir. Asema is seen no, but there are some suspicious individuals. My name baby or free. I don't know who they are, but we need some help here. Before I realized no omu two ba me so, and I'm a guard no, realizing that came on them to try and came to de-escalate, not assault. Captain. Oh, when we fika no so omu ba me so, and I'm a guard who saw action no. By the time I realized no, omu two asheme so, share. Captain, me guard no ma bono ama omo hankofe me e dia to me sa to mechi a hankofe me ebubobubo me entina won sane yeah me THE and then they threw me in the police that time no so no police pickup be abba with the inscription police. At the time I was speaking to them there was no police pickup. The police pickup be by, and then there was a private car into Nobia too, and then they also went on the action. And almost two share me so almost two pick up no more, and they took me to the police station. Almost me call police station no. Some of the officers in the police station knew me. And to home and they were surprised. Say, no, Papa, I'm na cha bahadi assembly. So when that officer, one ASP Nana Bofo, I have been able to get his details. Nana Bofo. Ohun say nipa no wache no wan hwe ya asemeba no. Can you imagine say wako trust statement say me ohwe me a captain metime assault 10 people. O say me buo mo. Me nim say me wan hode sa. Me nim say me wan hode e de bo nkrofo 10. Say me wan hode de bo nkrofo more than 10 and then they said police woman mo ye de say omojai. And for him to falsify his statement, and nuna a dawn on me, say, Captain, there be a lot of advocates, a lot of citizens, but we the political actors, we do nothing about it. But and then I'll be coming, and I felt it. Until imagine say, minya obia me wo platform ekasa, and I say minya ni petitu obi. Uncle Captain, they would have gone scot-free. And almost so more into the police station, honum no, and I investigate and I catch him, me say, almost share one rough. And I'm say rough, Ben, or say in line with the Rich Hospital case. Now, Captain, who him say movement for change? Those people who are rough, almost share rough. Acheno. Rough, do I look like rough? No. Mitino Rasta woman. Debbie. So, by the sense, may I introduce me who I tell me a doctor in Nusa now a bombing. So, Captain, a same way, call and then petition call IGP Hall. Amnesty International has been prompted. But, Captain, a same way, Beko Nerie, may promises say I'll set up a specialized fund to finance individuals and citizens that have suffered police brutality, what I say, and unlawfully or illegally convicted under our criminal jurisprudence. I'm going to submit a petition. These police officers do not deserve to be police officers anymore. That is part of the reliefs we are seeking. Number two, we are seeking damages for assault. But, Captain, French philosopher Bika Assembly, or say, say law no, you see law no to perpetrate injustice, then I dare say break the law. Captain, Asama Makanamabu baby. I am a political actor. I have thousands of people that I could have called on that day, and all hell will break loose. But I didn't choose to do that. Captain, I didn't choose to do that. That is why there be elections bar, and I'm not supporting that. We, the political actors, we gather our men at the police stations. We recruit people to be security guards for us at the police stations to guard our vote. because we cannot trust the professionalism of the police service. International Kosono, Captain, it's uncalled for. Bema Abrantewe, the advocacy now, you know. I know the ills and the rots in our health sector and system. That is why some of us cannot even work in that system, Captain, because you will be a target, you will be an enemy for saying this, for speaking the truth. Mamin Kancha was SMB. When I was in the 3rd year medical school, me be attachment be Kolebu, pathology. Na at that time no, ye wo mock, ye juma wo mock honum, rotation. Na patient be wuye or your bar, she died from eclampsia. Uti captain. Eclampsia is one of the conditions a war for mba omo 1 year sen suffer from. It's one of the common causes of mortality when it comes to our pregnancy. Intino omude ne ba morgue no wewu na ne ba hyeniyem. And pathologists no hwe na obisa say dey na see and doctor no operate on a lady no e buy. Do you know say omo operate lady no cesarean no omo ni moja wo ho.
Omo ye oba ni CS no.
CS no omo nyem
twa na yi akola no.
Na moja stand by any ho. That is a risk. Na omo yi akola no fi ni na doctor ne pathologist ne ka say the way the menstrual we dey say enuafo na otro bibi keke. That was the first sight who rot in our medical jurisprudence.
Also we dey menstrual
enuafo. This was the first time who rot our system no more. Captain, I don't know today, but me bi me wo for bi and I say anybody could have been a victim of such medical negligence. As Minister Kayano, every year biano there's a 10 million way sika abayitua because of medical negligence. There's a lot, but people do not have the voice to speak out. People do not know their rights in this country. Intina nyema we ni na ekoso ewo krom hanum. But we are calling on the President, John Dramani Mahama. If indeed this is your research agenda, you have to start with these fundamental issues that are bedeviling our society today. Answer, Captain, we have no future. Politician biya yarea. Any minister, any MP yarea, or call him for Kwasano yarea.
Someone said nurse for the
Na ya giant. So it is an issue, Captain. It is an issue. I'm sure, sir, going forward, no, I'm sure, sir, you guys will follow up on the case. But police were not there. Omu who said they saw the tail of a cow, but they did not know that they stepped on the tail of a lion. Captain, justice will be served. And all of them, I will try and get their pictures one by one. I mean, my own private investigation.
All right.
I will uncover all their faces. Ebimusha mask. But we are going to write to the IGP to give us details of these officers because
arrest. Say be a political party rally near the Mujin na ye who feel say what you boys here be too the bonnet no match. Ukoye arrest. Ewo baby bronu biswa. Yeah, the police fresh uniform neko. Oh my God. Raf.
Yeah, professional negligence na and you see some of these things nyoma say unyo obi a or so be probe into it ebebo man because at the end of the day you realize that one year adwuma yi and you see you abusing nkofo ekrom ya pe na hu soldier for edi omuti gatem soldier ni na ye de oma kogina gatem agboglosi o say emfa we na soldier for ti gatem time ye betu omu fi honom no we abuse nipa boys here wo kan o masemi so omu ya police for ampa sene honorable chirechirim here any the working and at that point you know they were going to do a lawful police duties and that unity no anasa nkofukuo no nkofo a ye de omo ye edwuma separate kura special friend saying unity bi anka eni say man nkofo mpo hu omo because when woman ko fo hu omu bebrebe sampa na fi edwuma na omu ye no it has been compromised. So what I say, me I feel like honorable kan, you know, if it is a reset agenda, President John Dramani Mahama, then we need to make sure that that institutional break, failure na at least we can't solve it 100. We need to start from somewhere. First ones has to be the basic ones that we need as a country. 1, with our health. 2, our security. 3, our education. Those are normal basic things. In sanitation, we should make it an essential thing as a people. And yes, sir, Charlie, in a mechanic, Captain, say in suo on top. Na say good chance dan so a ebegu ankura ni mu a onuma enye yi nsuo na eto e wo man we mu no egu chance dan no so nti nsuo no e ma wadwene nya wo say ankura na yema no nsu papa bi na si wo fie ho no obanyansafo ebu ne be enka na sem ipo wo nyansa emfa nkwa adwendwe mu nsuo e form clouds a it comes as a clean water but chance dan na ya wo man Ghana no aye fi nsuo ni begu so a ansa na megu wankura mu no na nsuo na say let's build a country.
Captain, the American to John said, never were caution in regards to your police service. I don't blame the police per se. I blame we the political actors. But Captain, we members of a movement for change say protocol sema yede ma police for no. Say ejai. Say obi sorry na onim MP and also onim minister bia. Through that protocol channel, he gets recruited into the police service. Yeah, sure. We should abolish that. Because we realize the police service should be an institution that recruitments will be based on meritocracy and not your familiarity with any political actor or any political leader. And also, sisi police no abeyefo because who scar police no more. That is why we have some of these hooligans in the police service, giving it a bad name. But hopefully, no, you better fish them out. And we would make sure the law will deal with them. These hooligans do not have to belong to the police service. They do not deserve to be called police officers. And I promise, Captain, and now I'm in Okasano, I will take this fight on personally. Like I said, they thought they stepped on the tail of a cow, but they stepped on the tail of a lion.
But Captain,
finally,
even respectfully, in response to the dog Kai say protocols and selected people on meritocracy, no, it is very good, very, very important. But even in the fact that minimum captain and a captain IGP and a captain honorable asimisi and the protocol and the Alpha Raf so may police. Raf ebe police, you know, at that moment he took an oath of office to serve the country and not captain. So we have lost our Captain. Unim say asemi esi already Adeba ye mi yapan say none of the nurses any the medical staffers now security for input I walk it to the honorable the health ministry to go and say no. If I come out publicly to say adena omode to abrante so no enye no kure ensisa ye be victimize no, right? But as a human, as a Muslim, as a Christian, me take an oath to serve this country and no any institution there and a group be an association. They were agitated. Say no omunipa dawa yenhwe no. Ono omu yedede. But as so obi bo obi die. It never happened. Honesty, integrity, ashreye so mine. It is a only opportunity. So be an honorable be no opportunity to serve or any institution be go and serve the country. It's an opportunity that has been given. And you be an enya. Yan kasa fe no be intimidating of war. Yan kasa fe no win of war. We are building a country. Eyes are watching. Yes, are listening.
Thank you, Madame Nwaba.